Hey everyone, Jen here, and as promised, I wanted to go over cutting out the vinyl charm snap tabs and bag tags. The video got cut off in the applique letter. So this week we are coming out with the cherry bundle, which is super cute. So I figured I would use these to just kind of go over how to trim the outline and some little tips and stuff to do that, and then show you like the new design. This design is made in a similar fashion to the applique squad letters because it has a fill and it does have an applique. So the nice thing is you just need to pull up your color layer chart, look at each step, and then kind of follow along that video for the applique portion. But these are seriously so cute. Okay, so in the previous video, I talked about these scissors. These are my current favorite scissors. They come in the black is just regular, what they call, I think, dressmaking scissors, and then, or shears. And then the purple is a serrated version, which I'm not sure why, but I do like this one better for cutting vinyl. So the biggest thing that you can do is just have a good pair of scissors to do this. So Kai or the Fiskars multimedia, I think it's multimedia scissors. They're white handle. They will cut through thicker items. So okay, so one of the okay, so we're going to do the bag tag first, which is the largest of the three items in the bundle. And one of the biggest tips I can give you is when you're cutting out vinyl projects like this or anything that you have to fussy cut, you want to move the item, not the scissors. If you notice when you're cutting and you're like, why are my edges on the back side kind of wonky? That is why. So if you move your scissors as you're cutting, it's digging into the back side of your project. But if you move your project, that kind of helps eliminate that. So I always like to start at the tab, and on the newer tabs, we have a more straight tab. So it's a lot easier to trim. And the applique letters also have this. So I start there and then I turn the item and I trim. Now, because that's a nice pointy edge, I'm going to stop. Typically, I would keep going and turn my item to go again. But because I want the stem to have a point, I stopped and trimmed it off. So I'm going to start again on this side. And a lot of this is practice. Getting the right seam allowance on the edge is practice. Okay, so when I get to the corner here, I'm going to open up my scissors and I'm going to turn the project, not the scissors. Then I'm going to resume cutting to the corner, turn the project, and continue cutting. A lot of this I mastered from paper crafts. So here I again want a point, so I'm going to cut off and I'm going to restart here, turn the project, go around and come to the point, resume here. The goal is to kind of never take your scissors off the project. Okay, open it up, turn, turn. And now I want to point there, so I'm going to take it off. This is a straight line, makes it easy, and this is another straight line here, just like that. Okay, so here is the finished cut, and here is the back. So you can see I don't have any indentations or pieces of vinyl cut off of the back, and that again is because I was turning the project. So I'm going to talk to you while I cut out the snap tab here. So here's our snap tab. So same thing. We have a nice straight edge to start with. So one of the ways that you can practice is possibly. You could get some patterned paper from the store, from a craft store, scrapbooking place, and you can get some of your scissors and practice cutting out paper. You could run some outlines of snap tabs on some vinyl maybe you don't like or don't care for, and just run the outline. You can even layer it up if you wanted and practice cutting them out. You could also interface and stabilize some scrap fabric that has prints on it that would be easy to fussy cut or good practice to fussy cut, and you can practice that way. Really, once you've made, and I can't even tell you how many of these, between felties and bag tags, and I can't even, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them, you just get to where you can really do it pretty quickly and with mostly a consistent, seam allowance. So we have so there's our snap tab. Again, here is the back. Okay, one more. So we'll do the charm, which is basically it's the same as the bag tag. It's just a much smaller version. Bag tags are, we try to closely fill out the 4x4 hoops. So they're much bigger. They're for backpacks. The charms, we try to keep a little bit larger than a feltie. Felties are typically 1.75 to, I like 2 inches. Some people don't like that, but 1.75 to 2 inches. And then I try to make the charms to like 2.5 or up. It depends on like the shape of the charm, what the end file will be. But the charms in the bundles anyway, the charms that come in like a 5-pack, they're much smaller. They're typically around the feltie size. So, okay. See how quick that was? All right. So there is the charm and there is the black. Okay. So we have 3 here, and in another video somewhere, I have no doubt I went over how to install snaps and eyelets and all that good stuff. So I hope this helps, and we'll see you later.